Namaste everybody. Welcome back to my channel Apurva Prapti. Here is Apurva presenting a new video on the topic trigonometry. This video is nothing but the complete solution of exercise 8.1 from mathematics textbook of class 10. In the previous video, we have discussed how the trigonometric ratios are evaluated. Today in this exercise, we shall use these trigonometric ratios for solving the numerical problems. I hope you have understood my teaching style and skills in the previous videos, and if you have not watched my video yet, then please check out that video for proper understanding of this chapter. So without consuming our more times, let's start our today's session. So guys, today I shall solve all the numerical problems and the questions given in exercise 8.1 chapter Introduction to Trigonometry. So here the first question from exercise 8.1 states that in triangle ABC, right angle at B, AB is equal to 24 cm, BC is equal to 7 cm, and we need to determine the value of sin A, cos A, sin C and cos C. Okay. For this we need to draw a right angle triangle, and B should be the right angle here like this. B have to be right angle triangle. Okay. And let another point be A and C. Okay. So according to our question, we are proceeding ahead. B is the right angle and AB is 24 centimeter. This AB will be have 24 centimeter length and BC will have how many? 7 centimeter. Only relatively 7. Okay, 7 centimeter. Okay. So simply this data is given for us, and using this data we need to solve them. That means we need to find the value of sin A, cos A, sin C, cos A. Guys, before solving, I would like to remind one more thing, that in finding sine ratio of angle A, we are needed perpendicular and hypotenuse, because we know sine ratio of any angle theta is P by H. P means perpendicular and H means hypotenuse, isn't this? Now we need to find the value of sin A. That means we need to find the sine ratio of angle A. And with respect to angle A, this is the base, this is the perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse. So we simply know the value of perpendicular, but we do not know the value of hypotenuse. But don't be worried. There is a trick for finding the value of hypotenuse. That is the Pythagoras theorem. So using Pythagoras theorem, first of all we shall find out the value of this one, hypotenuse. How this is? So simple formula. So we know that, or simply using Pythagoras theorem, in this we can write using Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABC. So what does the Pythagoras theorem says? Do you remember, guys? Yes, that is the square of hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of base and what, guys? Perpendicular. That means here hypotenuse is AC and its square will be AC square. Okay. Base is BC square plus perpendicular is AB and it is square. So we need to find the value of AC. Here we are given the value of BC. How much? We are given the value of BC is 7. So 7 square will be 7 square, plus is plus, AB is how much? 24, and square is square. We know 7 sevens are how much? 49 plus square of 24. 4 4 are 16. It is 576. Okay, and this will be 625. Okay. Sorry, my board is slightly smaller. However, I will manage this. So this is the value of actually AC square, isn't it? We have found the value of AC square is 625. So AC will be what, guys? If we take both sides square root, then it will be 625 will be 5 root over like this. So it will be 25. That means the value of AC is 25. Yes. So now we can easily find the given trigonometric ratios putting these values. Okay. Now check out how I put them. So in this way, using Pythagoras theorem, we extract the length of hypotenuse. Now we can proceed ahead for the given problems. Okay. So I am doing the first one. In first case it is given, we need to find the value of sine A. So simple. So sine A, isn't this? So in case of angle A, its sine ratio will be what, guys? P by H. As you know, isn't this? So what is the P? P means perpendicular with respect to the angle A. Okay. I repeat often and often. P is perpendicular with respect to angle A. So this is the perpendicular, that is BC. Hypotenuse, H means hypotenuse, then AC will remain as hypotenuse. So AC. Value of BC is given as how much? 7 centimeter. Okay. And value of AC is given as how much? 25 centimeter. So this is the value of sine. You cannot do anymore and you cannot sort it. Yes. Next one is for you. So you will do the operation for cos A. Okay. How? I am giving you a slide in. It will be, guys, B by H. B means base, H means hypotenuse. With respect to angle A, you need to find the value of base, okay, and hypotenuse. And simply putting them, you can get the ratio. Next is, guys, cos A. Okay. One is done for sine. I am doing another for cos. Okay. So that is from question number 2. Cos C, isn't this? Cos C is equal to, so simple here. Formula is for cos, it is always B by H. B means base, H means hypotenuse. But with respect to which angle you are doing, you have to know it first of all. So guys, with respect to angle C, we are doing this operation. So this is the angle C, isn't this? And with respect to angle C, base will be BC because this angle is lying on this line. So BC is the base and hypotenuse is AC, the longest side of a right angle triangle. That is AC. Okay. Value of BC is given as how much? 7. And AC is how much? 25. Oh, amazing. Both answers look like same. Okay. It doesn't matter. So we have solved the value of sine A as well as cos A. So do you get it? So here the remaining other two was left for you. I hope you shall try yourself to get the answer. So here the question number 2 is in figure 8.3 find tan P minus quarter. This is the figure 8.3 and how the diagram look like. Okay. So here we need to find the value of tan P, then quarter, and after that we need to subtract them to get the answer. Okay. So guys, give a close look to the diagram. Here value of PQ and PR is given, but we are not given the value of QR. Here we can find the value of QR using Pythagoras theorem. That means since this is a right angle triangle, okay, or here from, yes, you can write here from triangle, which one? Triangle PQR. Directly using Pythagoras theorem, you can write this one. Using Pythagoras theorem, this is PR square will be QR square plus PQ. Okay, using Pythagoras theorem. Using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, you can write in this way inside. So we are given the value of PR is how much given? 13, and square will be square. QR is missing, so we shall place like this. Plus PQ, value of PQ is given how much? 12 square. So square of 13 is 169 is equal to QR square plus square of 12 is 144. So simply value of QR will be 169 minus 144. That means 169 minus 144 is equal to QR square. Isn't this? So it will be after subtraction it will be 25 is equal to QR square. That means square of QR is 25. So simply QR will be square root of this 25. That means 5. So likely I have written here QR is equal to 5 centimeter. Okay. Now we have got the value of QR. Now using the value of QR, PQ or PR, we can find the tan ratio of angle P as well as the cot ratio of angle R. Okay. So QR is 5 centimeter. So here first of all we shall find out the value of tan P. That means tan ratio of angle P. So here tan P is equal to, you remember it, P by B. P means perpendicular with respect to the angle P. So with respect to angle P, which will be the perpendicular, guys? This will be the perpendicular Q R. And which is the base? This PQ will be the base. PQ will be the base. Put the value of QR and PQ. QR is 5 centimeter and this is PQ is how much? 12 centimeter. Next remaining is cot R. That means cot ratio of angle R. Cot ratio of angle R. Okay. This is, guys, so simple. The tan was inverse of cot. That means it will be B by P. B means base, P means perpendicular with respect to angle R. So with respect to angle R, this is the base. Which one? Q R. And this is PQ is the perpendicular. Put the value again. QR is given as 5 centimeter. PQ is given how much? 12 centimeter. Hence, tan P minus cot R is equal to tan P means 5 by 12 and cot R means 5 over 12. Take the LCM of both denominator there, 12. Okay, it will be 5 minus 5. So how much? Oh, so 0 by 12. So if we divide something by, if we divide the 0 by something, then it will be always 0. Okay, and mind this, when you divide this something by 0, then it will be indefinite. Guys, here we are not given any kind of diagram. Simply the value of sine A is given. That is 3 by 4. And using this data, we need to find the value of cos A and tan A. So in this case, what we will do is so simple. Listen. In solution, we will write that given, what is given? The sine ratio of angle A is how much? 3 by 4. That means we know that sine of any theta is, angle theta is P by H, isn't this? P by H. That means in place of P, perpendicular, it is 3. And in place of hypotenuse H, it is 4. Isn't this? So here we shall, draw a right angle triangle whose length of perpendicular is 3 unit and length of hypotenuse is 4 unit with respect to the angle A. So it will be like this. Suppose we are considering it is A, B, C. So with respect to angle A, which is the perpendicular, this is the perpendicular, and the length of perpendicular is given 3 unit. Okay, and hypotenuse is given how much? 4 unit. Okay, yes. So we can imagine this type of right angle triangle. So in this way we have got a right angle triangle whose base and hypotenuse is given and the length of perpendicular is missing. Okay, so in this case what we shall do, simply we shall here use the Pythagoras theorem to get the missing line. That means to finding AB. So here Pythagoras theorem using Pythagoras theorem. Okay, in where? In triangle ABC, we get what we get, that AC square of hypotenuse will be square of BC plus AB square. We are given the value of AC, that is 4 square. BC is given how much? 3. AB is not given. Okay, this will be AB square. 4 4 ja 16 is equal to 9 plus AB square. So 16 minus 9 is equal to AB square. That is how much? AB square, or AB will be, so we have found the value of AB is root over 7 unit. Now we can proceed ahead for finding the other ratio. So now cos A is equal to B by H. That means base by hypotenuse with respect to angle A. With respect to angle A, which will be the base. This is the base. AB is the base, and hypotenuse is AC. Put the value simply. AB is how much? Root over 7. AC is only 4. So this is the value of cos A. As well as value of tan A will be P by B. P means perpendicular, B means base with respect to given angle A. Here P perpendicular is BC and base is AB. Value of BC is 3 unit and AB is root over 7. They are the answer. Here guys, question number 4 and 5 is given in same pattern. Therefore, these two are left for you as your homework. Dear student, now you come to question number 6. The question is given: if angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A is equal to cos B, then show that angle A is equal to angle B. Amazing. This question is going to be interesting. Okay, listen. Angle A and B are two acute angles. Acute means the angles whose measure is less than 90 degree are called acute angles. And in that triangle, the cos ratio of angle A is given to cos ratio of angle B. And using this data, we need to prove that angle A is equal to angle B. So for this, we will draw a right angle triangle. Okay, mind this. In this right angle triangle, A and B are acute angles. So we shall place here A, we shall place here B. In this case, let's see with the right angle. And A and B are acute angles. That means they are less than 90 degree. Okay. So we shall directly go ahead like this. Given that in triangle ABC, cos A is equal to cos B. What is the cos A is equal to cos B? So guys, cos A means B by H. Here also B by H, isn't it? But here B means base and H means hypotenuse. This B means base is with respect to angle A, and here this base is with respect to angle B. So here let us check out what is the base and hypotenuse with respect to angle A. With respect to angle A, base is AC, as I have been mentioning all the time, and H is AB. Okay, here B means base with respect to angle B. With respect to angle B, this is the base, that is BC is the base. H is hypotenuse, that is AB. So since they are in proportion, we can say that AC is equal to BC. Okay. Wow. Okay. So already we have taken this triangle ABC as right angle triangle, and after simplification we have found that the length of AC is equal to BC. That means AC is equal to BC. Already this one is a right angle triangle, and listen, here the length of AC and BC, that means two another sides are equal in measure. That means when a triangle has a one right angle and two sides are equal, then they are called isosceles triangles. Yes. So when this triangle becomes an isosceles triangle, then the length of these two sides become equal, hence the measure of these two angles will be same. That means they will be 45 degree 45 degree. Okay, hence angle A is equal to angle B. We can prove in this way. Okay, so I think you have really enjoyed these problems, and such type of problems will enhance your mental ability as well as develop your cognition power too. So here is the question number 7. Says that if cos theta is equal to 7 by 8, then find number 1 plus sin theta whole into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta whole into 1 minus cos theta, and number 2 cot square theta. So I shall do the first one for you. Yes. So you are given that what you are given that cot theta. That means the cot ratio of the angle theta is how much? 7 by 8. Okay, and using this value we need to find the value of this expression, that is B by P. That means base and perpendicular with respect to angle theta. So here we shall draw a right angle triangle like this, and with respect to angle theta we shall consider, let A, B, C be the right angle triangle. Okay, and with respect to triangle theta, this is the base will be this one AB, whose length is how much given? 7, and which is the perpendicular, this BC is the perpendicular, is given P 8 units. Okay, and using the Pythagoras theorem here we shall find out the value of AC. So using Pythagoras theorem we can write in this way, using Pythagoras theorem we get AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is AB is given how much? 7 square plus 8 square is equal to 49 plus 64, or square of AC is 113, hence AC equal to the square root of 113. This is the value of AC. This is not a perfect square, so it matters not. What we have found we shall place here, that is 113 square root of 113. So this is the value of AC. Okay, so since here in the expression sin theta occurs as well as cos theta also occurs, first of all we shall find out the values of sin theta and cos theta before the simplification. So here sin theta is equal to P by H. That means with respect to angle theta it is perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is BC, hypotenuse is AC. BC is given 8 and we have found AC square root of 113, and cos theta is B by H. That means base. So here we have to find the value of this expression, that is 1 plus sin theta whole into 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta whole into 1 minus cos theta. So this is guys exactly placing in the form of A plus B whole into A minus B as well as A plus B whole into A minus B. Yes, that means you have to consider this 1 as A and this sin theta as B. That means this is in the form of A plus B whole into A minus B. So we know this formula, that means A plus B whole into A minus B is A square minus B square. That means A means 1, square of 1 is 1, so 1 square minus B square. B means sin theta and its square is like this. Okay, this is the square of sin theta. You can write in this way, but the square of this sin theta is written as like this, sin square theta. Okay, in the same way we can have 1 square, that means 1 minus cos square theta. Yes, so simply put the value here. I am using this. Already said my board is smaller than your board. 1 minus value of sin theta is we have found as how much? 8 by root over 113, and square will be like this. This is 1 minus cos square theta, which is cos. The value of cos theta is 7 by 113 is square is equal to 1 minus square of 8 is 64, and the square of this square root of 113 is 113. It will be 1 minus 49 by 113. Yes. So again simplify this expression. Okay, if you take the LCM here, then it will be like this. From this line we start. Okay, that will be like LCM will be 113, and in numerator it will be 113 minus 64. In downside it will be 113 minus 49 by 113. Okay, you can cancel this 113, then it will remain 113 minus 64 and 113 minus 49. 13 minus 4 is 9, and this is 10 minus 6 is 4, and this is 64. Okay, so this is the answer. So this is the required answer. This question number 2 is late for you. Okay, if you need, then I am giving a hint. Cot square theta means nothing, only the cot theta whole square. That means cot theta into cot theta. For this you need to find the value of cot theta separately, then multiply it. Okay, then you will get the answer. Guys, I think you will be able to solve the remaining questions because this is very easy. By using the contents and the concept that we have used till now, you can solve them very easily. And paying special attention on not making the video longer, I have decided to leave them for you. So I think we will try to solve them, and if you get any kind of difficulties and hassle in solving them, then let me know by commenting in my video on the comment section. I will must try to help you. Thank you. And if you are satisfied with my teaching style and if you have understood the lesson, then please like my videos and share my videos, and finally please subscribe my channel to give me more motivation. Thank you so much.